As you know, across the world right now, there is a difficulty with shipping. Shipping costs have spiraled in many instances, and so a lot of the suppliers are having difficulties with the cost of shipping and the cost of obtaining medication throughout the world. There is a shortage. We have been getting in medication consistently, and as we get them in, we continue to distribute them. Ernesto and Tamar, you know that KHMH has been very loud in saying that they have a shortage of medication and so forth. And let me tell you this: although KHMH is and has is a managing authority and has a board that manages it, the ministry and the government of Belize is responsible for the KHMH, and it is our obligation to make sure that they have sufficient medication and that they have sufficient equipment to serve the people of this country. KHMH is our tertiary hospital, and we have an obligation to make sure that they are properly supplied, and we have an obligation beyond the medication and the equipment. We have an obligation to the people who work there. We have seen the cries of the doctors and of the nurses, especially those who are working in the COVID section. And we know the stress, we know the trauma that these people are going through. And we have stepped up in certain ways to try to help them so that they can deal with these issues. And so, you know, at the Ministry of Health and Wellness, we are not mindless of that responsibility. And we have been providing them as we get the medications. We have been providing them. As a matter of fact, whenever they tell us they're in a situation of critical shortage, what we do is we try to buy from local importers to make sure that they never actually run out of a medication. And that commitment will continue. I can tell you that this afternoon, I'll be meeting with the chairman of the board for us to discuss what we can do to make sure that they never reach a crisis level. And so I'm looking forward to that conversation, and I'm hopeful that at the end of the day, we're going to have a solution that works both for them and for us as a ministry.